What's up, gamers? And today we're talking about the best S-Rank W engines you can select for version 2.0. This is kind of a part 2 of our first video we did talking about what the best S-Rank characters you can pick apart. But I do now want to tell you what the best S-Rank W engines are, because despite what that list says, I think this list is actually a little bit different from what that one actually shows. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and hop into it. Here I have all 6 W engines listed. We'll be ranking them from 6 to all the way to 1, and then these little things right here will be showing what teams they work on the best. So let's go ahead and start off with Steel Cushion first here, guys. Now, Steel Cushion to me is going to be in the 6th rank, and the reason I have it in the 6th rank here, guys, is because it's really just increasing your physical damage, which not very many characters are actually taking use of this physical damage trait here. The only character that really can take use of this physical damage is going to be Nekomata and Billy. We don't have that many good physical characters in the game that are going to be using this Assault W engine here. It can actually take very good use of that, and then on top of that, you're increasing the wearer's damage when attacking the enemy from behind, so there's just a lot of prerequisites behind this damage, because when do you really get behind the enemy per se, right? This is a very inconsistent thing, I feel like. So the damage is inconsistent here. The physical damage is not the best thing in the world. The best thing about this W engine is that it does give you a 24% crit rate. Now I want to hop into over here, guys, and what I have here is actually the characters this is the best in slot for. If they are highlighted in yellow, that means that it's contingent and best in slot. If they're highlighted in red, that means it is not the best in slot. So the Steel Cushion W engine, guys, is going to be best in slot for Nekomata, Billy, Korin, like I mentioned before. All of these being some of the worst characters in the fucking game, bottom of the barrel. And yeah, maybe if we get another character in the future that's a physical assault type character, then hey, this will be a lot better, but we don't have that in the game right now. So for me, I'm putting this in rank number 6. Now hopping into our second option here, which is Fusion Compiler, and for Fusion Compiler, I'm actually putting in tier number 3. And the reason I'm putting Fusion Compiler in number 3 here, guys, first of all, it's increasing your attack, which is really nice. There is no prerequisite to actually get that attack. Whenever you're using a special attack or EX special attack, the equipper's anomaly proficiency is going to be increased. This can stack up to 3 times, so this really is a pretty universal W engine that you can use, and then it's giving you pin ratio increase as well. So all around, just a really universal W engine that can be used. Now, the reason why I have this as number 3 is because this one is actually one of the ones that is pretty contingent, or has contingent best in slots, I guess you could say, right? So hopping into that here, guys, as you can see, the best in slot actually is for Miyabi. No other anomaly W engine offers great, but this is the best in slot for her. And then contingent best in slot is going to be Grace, Bernice, Piper, and Yanagi, and not being the best in slot for Vivian or Jane Doe. And to kind of show you what I mean by this, guys, is if we take a look at some of the anomaly characters we have in the game, let's take a look at, like, let's say Piper per se, right? A lot of these characters, when I say they're contingent, is A, the Gacha W engine is going to be better, or B, the Battle Pass W engine is going to be better than it, but they are like Gacha / pay to win options. That's why I put it as contingent, because this is going to be something you can get for completely free. So if you don't have their contingent W engine options already, then it's not going to be the best in slot for said character. And the funny thing about this is, guys, you would think that this is Grace's best W engine because it's her signature W engine, but no. Actually, the best in slot W engine is Electro Lip Gloss, and this is going to be at S5 with 100% uptime. With 0% uptime, this does drop down a lot. So like I said, contingent. Technically not the best in slot, but if you were to take out this 100% uptime, then it is the best in slot. Let's do Weeping Cradle next, and Weeping Cradle, I have it ranked at number 5 right here. And honestly, guys, Weeping Cradle's in the same exact scenario that the Fusion Compiler's in, meaning it has 1 best in slot option, and then you have 4 contingent options, and then you have 3 contingent options here. So that being Lucy, Nicole, Shokaku. So for Lucy, Kubungo the Cannon is the best. For Nicole, the Vault's the best. And for Shokaku, Bashful Demon's going to be the best. So if you do have any of those W engines, then it's not going to be best in slot. Now, for Rena, it will be best in slot, but it has 4 potential best in slots with 1 guaranteed best in slot. And the reason why I don't like this too much is because first of all, the pin ratio is only at 24%, which I don't really like the pin ratio here, because most of our support characters either want energy regen or they're going to be wanting attack percentage. So pin ratio doesn't really make the most sense unless you're running Arena, which scales off of pin ratio to give to the rest of the team, right? This does give you energy regen when they're off the field, and it will be increasing the squad's damage, but only for 3 seconds. So it's kind of weird how it's giving out buffs and everything like that, so I would be putting it at number 4, guys. But now let's move on to our next one, which I would say is Hellfire Gears. Hellfire Gear, guys, is going to be going at number 4. Now, honestly, Hellfire Gears is actually a second best in slot to a lot of different comps. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But the reason I have it here, guys, is because it's really only best in slot for 2 different people. That's being Coleta and Ambi. It's a very burst-heavy type of W engine. So a lot of its buffs you're getting are very bursty. I mean, like, you're getting a great impact increase for the main stat, but overall, you're getting off-field energy, which is good when they're off-field. If you have an on-field type of stunner, then this doesn't help out too much. The energy regen here is not the best thing in the world either, considering it's probably only going to be at 0.6 energy per second. And then using an EX special is going to be increasing your impact even more. This can stack up to 2 times, but this requires you to use EX special, which requires you to have more energy. If you don't have that energy, then it's really not the best thing in the world, guys. But it only has 2 best in slots, so that's why I put it this low in the list here, guys. Now let's hop into our next little option here, which is going to be the Restrained, which is Lycon's W-Engine, which I think is the superior version Hellfire Gears. I put that at number 2. Now, the reason why I put the Restrained at number 2 here, guys, it just gives overall really good stunning for your allies, right? First of all, an impact increase off the main stat, which is really nice. It's not giving energy regen or anything like that. And then on top of that, guys, whenever an attack hits an enemy, you're getting a damage and days increase from basic attacks by 6%, and that can stack up to 5 times. So you're not just contingent on using EX skill. You can get this up just from using your basic attacks. So literally, if we look at the best in slots here, guys, characters like Lycon definitely use this. Characters like Chingy, definitely best in slot there. Characters like Trigger will take very good use of this because their off-field attacks are considered basic attacks. Lighter uses all basic attacks. So literally, almost every single stunner in the game is going to be taking heavy use of this. And the reason why Jufu Fu's here, I don't really know why Jufu Fu's here. I think I accidentally marked her out on this list here. She's actually good for Hellfire Gears. So, I mean, realistically, if you were planning to pull for Jufu Fu, Hellfire Gears would be the option here. Do want to make that quick little note here. I accidentally did put this off here. That should have been on this list instead of the other list. But nonetheless, Jufu Fu good for Hellfire Gears. So that's 3 best in slot options versus the overall 4 best in slot options here. Anyway, still better for Lycon here at the end of the day. And now finally, the Brimstone, guys. Now you might think, oh, the Brimstone's ass. The Brimstone's not that good. Why would you get the Brimstone? I think the Brimstone's pretty good. And the reason I think the Brimstone's pretty good, guys, is because first of all, the Brimstone here, while yes, it's kind of ass in the sense that it doesn't give you a crit rate increase, it's giving you an attack increase here. Ew, boo-hoo, it's cringe. Honestly, it is cringe. But really, guys, what this is doing, whenever you're using a basic attack, dash attack, or dodge counter, you're going to be increasing the attack even more. This can stack up to 8 times. And you can proc it off every 0.5 seconds. So this is a massive attack buff for really any ally that uses it. So it's much more universal than Steel Cushion. To be completely honest with you guys, the reason why I put the Brimstone here at the top is because of the fact that it has 5 best in slot options versus the 4 best in slot options that the Restrained has. Because with this, you can use Haramasa, Anton, Soldier 11, Julian, Evelyn, and a lot of these DPS are sorted near the top. Because Evelyn up here at the top, obviously, and that's a really good option to use there. You have Julian, you have Haramasa, which can be good. Like, you have basically one character from every tier, and this overall, guys, is a very universal W-Engine, right? Even if we have other characters come out in the future, it's not contingent on being a certain type or doing a certain type of damage. I guess basic attack damage would be your contingent there, but overall, this is going to work out really well for each and every one of these characters. Realistically, the options I would recommend here, guys, even though I have them ranked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in terms of overall value for your account, I would pull for the Brimstone if you are using Evelyn or you plan on pulling Evelyn and you don't have a W-Engine for her. Or if you're planning to get Lycon or Lighter, I think the Restrained is going to be your option there. If you plan on getting anomaly-based characters, I think Fusion Compiler can be a really good option for you there. If you plan on getting the new Jufu Fu, I think Hellfire Gears is going to be best in slot for you there. If you, well, I mean, the other 2 options here, I mean, yeah, you can get them if you want, but I mean, like, realistically, guys, Jufu Fu here, anomaly class characters here, and you have Lycon or Lighter here, guys, and then at the top here, Brimstone for general attack type characters and or Evelyn. So this is how I realistically recommend you getting these W-Engines, regardless of this rank that I gave him here, guys. So if you're looking at this list here, guys, if you plan on getting any of these things here, this is the W-Engine that I recommend that you go for. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Please hit that subscribe button and maybe like the video too. But yeah, guys, I will see you in the next one when 2.0 releases, or maybe this releases when 2.0 releases. I don't know. See you guys there. Anyways, love you guys. Bye.